Yo, welcome to Spiritual Street Report, where the Big Stepper squad runs things. Raw tarot, real talk, and spiritual protection straight from the streets. No BS, no fluff, just the real deal to keep you ahead. Hit subscribe, join the squad, and let's get the spiritual hustle going.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Spiritual Street Report. This is your host, tarot card reader, Empress Miss Mo, and I am giving y'all episode number 3 of the series of Tarot and Shadow Work series. Healing Ain't Pretty, Shadow Work reading for the real ones. This one's for those tired of fake positivity. Get messy, real, and honest about healing. No filters, no fluff, just spirit, truth, and shadow all laid out on the table. Okay? And the key words is this is for those who is tired of the fake positivity. And I know you're wondering, what does that mean? Well, that means a lot of different things for a lot of different people. Okay? This is really focusing on your soul surviving off the truth. This is for the truth seekers. Most people, they fake the positivity. They say all the right words. They play it safe, okay, with everyone around them. They hold their tongue for whatever reasons of their own ways of seeing themselves. And this is like kind of like trying to figure out exactly where do your truth lie. How can we open your throat chakra to tell the truth about how you feel about different things? Okay. What's holding you back from telling your truth to eliminate the fake positivity? People will smile on your face, disrespect you at the same damn time, stab you in your stomach, and still act as if patting you in your back as if they're not stabbing you at all. So how do you eliminate you doing that to others and others doing that to you, and you setting that boundary line of saying, hey, this is a phony fake moment and I'm going to nip it in the butt and receive real positive energy from even the people who don't even like me. You know, when you can turn your enemies into friends, or get people to respect you even when they don't want to, that's a whole nother level. Okay. And that's us plugging into this. Healing ain't pretty. You know, some people need to hear certain stuff for them to change. You know, some people go around life and no one is telling them that what they're doing is disrespectful or it's fake. Okay. Period. You know, hey, you're being fake right now. You know, no one is ever really calling nobody out. And so what we're doing is, big steppers, we're calling people out because we can. We're next in line to receive the crown. Okay. Period, point blank. And it's our duty to call out those things that people is doing, not to just people or the world, because that's just too much, right? Only for the things we can actually control, you know, the people, places, and things that's in our environment. You get what I'm saying? And so when people come into your space and create an uncomfortable feeling within you purposely, it's your duty as a big stepper to defend your honor, okay? And set folks straight, not in a way to make them feel bad, but more in a way to set boundaries and saying, hey, it's fine that you do this, but I don't like you doing this with me. And if you do this again, just don't even bother. You know what I mean? That's the boundary we're setting, big steppers. We're not allowing people to step over us and make fools out of us when we are doing our work in our communities, and we are stepping up to the plate when doing what we're supposed to do. You get where I'm coming from? So let's step into it. We're going to figure out what's holding us back, who's these people, what is it that they need to hear. It's not going to be pretty, guys, when I dive into this. It's not going to be a lot of fluff or any fluff, okay? This is going to be real deal Holyfield stuff. And it will be a little bit of cursing. You must be 18 and over to even be on my channel. All right. So to even look at this series, you must be 18 and over. So let's go ahead and dive in, guys. Let's read the energy. We're going into the Black Moon Lilith deck, guys. All right. Black Moon Lilith. If y'all want me to have more lighting, let me know. But I feel like I wanted to dim it down a little bit, guys. I'm being honest with you. I felt like I wanted to dim it down just a tad. All right. For your sure, what we need to know. What is going on here? It's given like people is, purposely, these half steppers, it's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like trying to make you feel unaccepted or walking around you. And there's a lot of avoidance. So, yeah. Okay. So, we're going to figure out what's going on with this. What's holding us back from telling these folks the truth? Like what makes you, why? What should we say? What should we not say? But it's not about what we not say. We're not saying anything at all, and it's about time to say something. That's the energy I'm getting. Okay, it says Mother Earth, Divine Loyal Goddess, Mary Magdalene popped out, and sublime sublimation, spiritual magic. Okay, it's like jumping out of your own body or something like that. You want to read about this? Okay, Mother Earth, what you got for me? The natural world holds power magic. Ground yourself in your magical power and splendor. Okay? It says things you can touch, see, smell with your senses, all on earth. Each of these signs invoke the different ways that earth energy moves and manifests in world. Taurus evoke abundance, wealth, and beauty and fertility. Virgo is the practically the perfectionism of earth that gets things done and the hard work required to make the dreams reality. And then Capricorn is associated with structure, leadership, discipline, which are needed to create stability. So these are the people, it sounds like Big Steppers, that these are either the people or you're one of these. Big Steppers, are you a Taurus? Are you an earth sign that's going through this? Because that's what it's given. Okay, and it's given that for some reason, living in modern day society has a disconnection. It has disconnected us from our human birthright by earthly witches and wizards. Take time to commune with the stars, walk through the forest, or place your toes in the sand of the beach. Set your intentions on or practice a magical ritual outside. Have trust and faith that your manifestations are in process. So you are definitely in process of something big, and it seems to me that these people is kind of interfering in that. You're trying to socialize and you're trying to build your reputation and maybe rebrand yourself is what I'm hearing here. Okay, and in order to do that, you will have to believe that you can do it. Okay. However, you got people, the half steppers coming in, all right, trying to invade your energy with the Mary Madeline right here. Mary Madeline is all about loyalty. Okay, you scratch her back, you get your back scratched. She believes in loyal people. Okay, she don't let people play in her energy. She don't be around people she don't like. You know what I'm saying? She just don't play bull crap. It's important to heal and practice balance in your devotion. Your radical self love will allow you to help and give to others. And this type of energy is like you're not going to entertain any relationships that's going to be built on disrespect, dishonesty, or disloyalty. Okay. And that's required for you, big steppers, in order to make it to the next level in your life. You have to have loyal people around you. There's no ifs, ands about it. And that's what I'm saying about the fake positivity. That's what Spirit is trying to say. There's a fake positivity. You don't want phony folks. That's not going to help you. And so what's happening is people that's fake got that fakeness to them. They want to kind of like emerge in your energy, emerge in your life, or try to find a way to sway in to take up space for the people who's supposed to be there. Does that make sense? And so you are requested not to allow anyone, as soon as you get any sign that people is bull crapping, you remove yourself immediately. Don't waste any time. You remove yourself because it takes away space from the things you need to do. It's a distraction. It's like a construction ahead, road blocked off, road closed. That's what happens when you're around a bunch of fake folks. I mean, you could be around people. I mean, of course, strangers. No, I don't know anybody. Who cares? But I'm talking about people who, um, it's an intentional type of fake positivity. You understand what I'm saying? If they know they don't like you, why talk to you? Why ask you questions? Why sit next to you and hold your hand? Why hug you 5 times? You get what I'm saying? These are the things you need to be aware of and learning how to dismiss those type of people and calling them out. Hey, you know what? Last time, this is what I'm hearing. Last time, you told me that you didn't like me, but now you're hugging me in front of my boyfriend. Boom. That's when you just keep it real with them. Make people stand on that same energy. Make them stand on it. Make them give you an explanation. If they can't do that, then walk away. Okay? Make them stand on the shit they do to you. Because people know what they do. You understand? And that, what they're doing, has nothing to do with your manifestations unless you allow it to. Okay? You don't have to play along with nobody. This is your year. Sublime. Let's see. Spiritual magic, guys. Okay? So let's see what's going on with this. Spiritual magic. All right. There's something that's deeper than what you see here. Okay. Maybe this could explain what I was just trying to say. When you're aligned and living your soul's purpose, your light body will vibrate higher, drawing in support, abundance, joy, and elation. You can navigate your reality with no resistance, suffering, or fear. This is true spiritual empowerment. You are tapping into the ether power of your being. This essence is actually a bright new reality. And so, because of you only keeping real energy around you, this is how you're tapping in. It helps you to manifest much easier and much more faster. You get what I'm saying? There's no struggle or pull. You're not missing anything. You're right on time. Your timing is impeccable. Everything is on. It's a steady pace of movement. That's when you start to moving along in life. Okay. Period. Spirit says, be aware of an Aquarius. Okay. Be aware of an Aquarius. Dark mother of creation. Okay. Be aware of an Aries. Okay. This would be the people that you may need to tell it like it is. Okay. Okay? That's what Spirit is saying. These are the people you may have to go ahead and let them know what it is. Okay? An Aquarius and Aries. Okay? Let's look at Lilith, dark divine mother creation. Okay? Now we know the story of Lilith. She's supposed to be the very first wife of Adam. Okay? But they blocked her out and recreated Eve. Okay? But Lilith was made to be equal to Adam, and Adam wanted Adam wanted Lilith to do things that was unlogical to her. Okay, it didn't feel right. Her gut feminine energy feeling, it didn't feel right to her. Something was off, and she questioned it, like she's supposed to as a woman. Okay, so divine feminines, you're supposed to question. Okay, if you don't feel something is right, it's your requirement as a divine feminine to question what you feel is not right. That is your protection. Your divine intuition is your protection. And the way to protect it is by asking questions. And that's what Lilith did. And so she got shadow banned out of the garden. And they called her basically evil because she refused to be um, sexualized or controlled by a man. Okay? Especially a man that wasn't that smart. Let's say, okay, in this story of Lilith, okay, she got banned out and she made a way for her own self and created her own set tribe of children, which could possibly, they say, be the real chosen ones. Came from her legacy. The ones that came from Adam and Eve legacy, supposedly, okay, end up being the people that was really like sinners, like the real sinners, right? Okay, because of course their kids killed each other. So that's just common sense, right? Okay, moving forward from that. Um, they said that Eve bit the apple. How I don't know how, but okay, sure. Um, yeah, for whatever that reason is. But men blame things on women all the time, so you got to read between the lines here, right? How do Eve get created from Adam's rib? I don't know. When women give birth, I'm confused, but whatever. But this is the things that Lilith was like. Okay, yeah, right. If that's the case, why am I giving birth to your kid right now? You know what I'm saying? How you made me. So she questioned things and she felt in her gut that it was false, it was fake, it was phony. Okay. And she knew that it wasn't worth her time. So when she got banished, I don't believe she got banished, guys. From the way they describe her, she's the type of person that would just leave. I'm getting the fuck out of here. That was her attitude. I ain't gonna waste my time like this. I'm about to go explore the world and see what's really out here. I'm gonna go name the animals. You see how she got the animals around her? I'm gonna go name these animals. Okay, what is these things? I'm gonna name them. I believe she was the one to name these things. Okay, because she always knew how to identify the phoniness in situation, places, and things. All right. So step into your show your untamed and wild nature. Okay, so don't be afraid, like I said, okay, to call people out. This is the whole purpose of this message and this episode. It's so serious for us to do that this season, y'all. People's going to try to contact you, call you, people that they know they did you wrong. They know what they did to you last year, y'all. And they were so bold with it. And now they need something from you. This is what I'm getting here, y'all. They need something from you, or they need to blame something on you, or they need you. You got to be there for them to use you for whatever wicked reason they have. And so they're trying to get you in their presence. They're trying to build or what do they call that? Get a rise out of you, or whatever it could be, without uh, holding themselves accountable for what they did without being called out. See, that's the thing about fake folks. They don't really enjoy being caught. They don't. Their energy and they get a rise off of doing things in secret. You get what I'm saying? The fakeness and them, they don't know that. it's the mystery of thinking that someone doesn't know who they are, and their action shows them who they are. Does that make sense? It's the things they do. It gives them away. But when a big stepper come around, we can identify it, but most of us don't say anything about it. And this reading is about clarifying, and I am validating you, big stepper. I confirm. Put them in their place. Call them out. Ask the questions that everybody else is scared to ask. Go for it. Who cares? You can actually do it. And you'll get favor for doing it. It's when you don't do it, is when it gets real hard for you. So why not call out a person? They don't like you any damn way. Shit, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. And that's the energy we have to have. Ain't nobody gonna stop our manifestation. So that means if I gotta call you out on some bullshit to prevent my suffering, cool. I'll do that any day. I mean, hell, look what they're doing to you. You get what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get deeper here. It's an Aquarius. It's an Aries you gotta watch out for, y'all. Why? I don't know why. Okay. And if you are Aries going through this, I apologize. If you are an Aquarius, that makes sense. But that's not what I'm seeing here. Okay. But I know that maybe it could be that you need to be in Aquarius energy, which means honoring your individuality. And you may have to be in the Aries energy, which is leading your own life. Okay? Because we can't let these half steppers lead us, guys. I mean, come on. That's the blind leading the blind. That don't make no sense. Or the blind leading the person that can see. You telling me you're blind as hell. You can't see shit. We're in the wilderness. I got 20/20 vision. And I'm gonna let you tell me which way to go? That doesn't make any sense, y'all. Let's be real here. Okay? So, let's get up out of ourselves and take ownership and take leadership. It's time for us to step up and say, no, no, I'm going to take charge in this. No, I'm going to make the decision on this. Well, wait a minute. No, you wait a minute. Because last time, this is when you call somebody out. Last time I let you take control of this situation. Last time I gave you the money for that. Last time, blah, blah, blah. You did not handle your business. Okay? And I see your life right now. You can't lead me. You get me? All right. So, honoring your individuality is quite simple, guys. If you are a masculine, your shadow work would be, well, this is where it works. Okay, let's just kind of go off of this. You attract one-of-a-kind people into your life who reflect the unique qualities you desire. Learn from them. Integrate what you desire instead of wanting to conform to the rest of society. Embrace who you are. The collective needs your unique soul. If you're fighting against anything, and that's the thing about these people, they are fighting against learning from you. Big steppers, we are the people, the one of a kind people that's in their lives. We are those people, but they won't allow us to lead, and then they don't want to pour into us to keep us um, energized to lead. Does that make sense? They got the battery to charge us up to get us all where we need to go, but they're not willing to do that. Okay? Because they're not ready to do that. Now, if you're a divine feminine, visual meditation is a powerful tool to help build confidence in yourself. During meditation, take time to allow your mind to visualize exactly who you are and want to be. This will power your future timeline for your thoughts. So this is how you build your confidence, guys. You have to envision who you want to be, ladies. Be your individuality. Imagine yourself being who you want to be, not imagine yourself being glamorized by others. Does that make sense? Because the poor mentality would be to imagine somebody saying, "Oh man, I like that ride. Oh, she's so beautiful. Damn, she's bad." That's the typical imagination that people have, that they want people to admire about them. But let's kind of switch it a little bit and imagine and envision yourself driving the car, having that peace of mind. Imagine yourself shopping for the clothing that you really want and not being harassed while you're shopping. Imagine in a bubble bath with playing the music that you really want, having a spiritual bubble bath. Um, Imagine yourself having an orgasm with a man that you really love and really want, okay, that he really wants you. You get where I'm coming from? Imagine those things and you will build more confidence and you would actually get exactly what it is you're imagining. Go figures, okay? Like with ease. You can just step outside, boom, and he's right there, or she's right there, or the car that you really want to drive is riding down the street, and you're like, oh, that's confirmation, okay? All right, moving forward here next. Now we know Aries is the very first zodiac sign, and I believe this is a sign from the universe that you could be the very first person to even do this to someone, to a place, thing. Could be the very first one in your family to be a big stepper, to decide to become a big stepper, to live your life the way you really want to. Okay, to maybe even live independently. First one to be sober. First one to not have children without marriage. I mean, the list goes on, guys, right? But you're the very first child in the family, okay, who probably raised up all your other siblings. That's another thing a lot of people don't talk about. And they'll never show respect for the people who raised their siblings at a very young age just because they was the oldest. That's unfair, but it's real, right? It's very common in the world. So let's look at this real quick. If you are a divine masculine, you secretly admire and gravitate towards independent energies. This creates inner tension with your own masculinity. Okay, the key is to learn to lean in on leadership while accepting. And you see how Lilith came out? Lilith came out for a reason, guys. If Adam would have accepted that, hey, you know what? God gifted me with my equal, and she has way better discernment than me, but I'm stronger than in other areas in her. Shoot, let's really build this thing. Let me be loyal and be honest and true and protect her so we can really take over the world. You understand what I'm saying? Because Lilith had babies. She had a baby by multiple men. The thing about Lilith was every child that she bared was worth and was definitely a chosen child. Okay, they were valuable for the world. Okay, they were gods, goddesses, and things like that. Had powers and you know very extremely smart, talented, things like that, guys. So life was not over because of Adam walking away with Eve. That didn't bother her. She still had a better legacy than him. Okay, that's the old ancient tale. I'm going off of occult tales. Okay, so her legacy is stronger than his. All right, she didn't need Adam to build strength at all. And then this is what it's saying for us, for y'all masculines to admire your woman's strength, independency, because you could feed on that shit. You could live, you can use it the way you want to, is what is being said. Her power is yours to use, okay, not to compete with, right? And so right here, we have the feminine energy. Accepting support is healthy and will help lift energetic burdens. Once you accept support, the universe will manifest more people who want to support you. Divine feminine. You gotta uplift yourself. I think the best way to do that, guys, is really moving your body for the feminine energies. Move your body. Okay, the more you move your body, the more money is going to come to you. And for a woman, money is not necessarily monetary money, physical money. Money for us is actually a masculine. I'm being honest with you. All it takes is for us to get outside. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a man really to change our situation. We don't have to go out there and go hustle and bustle. That's not what we're made for. We're just made to be taken care of, really. And so, for a feminine, the more you move your body, the more fit you are, the more attractive you are, the more abundant men you will attract. Okay, so that's telling you, confirmation, big steppers, if you are an attractive woman, a divine feminine, and you're struggling monetarily, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's time for you to get a new man. Or it could be time for you to just to start dating, uh, get out there and start dating again. Okay? To find a provider. Because when a woman has a provider, she has a tendency to grow spiritually, creatively, okay, emotionally, and mentally. All right. So that's just a sign that you need a new man. Even I mean, I'm not. Hey, don't shoot the messenger here. But every good divine feminine should have a divine masculine. It doesn't make sense if you don't. I'm being honest with you. Don't listen to the hype. Single life and all that crap. That's bull crap. That's not real. Lilith walked away on her own, yeah, but she walked away to go find a masculine for herself. You understand what I'm trying to say here? She didn't walk away, guys, to be alone for the rest of her life. No, she had a whole legacy of children by multiple masculines. She had multiple husbands. Okay? What in the monetary relationship? So this woman was powerful, and they were okay with her being their husbands. They was cool with that. That's how but that was a different day and age, right? But could we may do the same? I don't know. Men are doing polys, and technically the poly women is controlling the man. I'm being honest with y'all. So let's look outside the box. I don't know who in the hell keep feeding us this crap, but I'm giving y'all some raw stuff to think about for your own life, and whatever resonate, you can fit it however you want to that makes sense to you. But if it doesn't, throw it out. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. Okay. Another thing I'm hearing is that these people who's trying to like kind of curve you and trying to like socially embarrass you, they know that you are like a Lilith, okay, energy, masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. You stand on your own. You're a creative person. You create, right? And they know that you can step out and find any man you want or any woman you want. They know that. They probably know the people that wants to marry you. And they're trying their best to kind of like uh, belittle you or devalue your social network or devalue your popularity is what I'm trying to say. Okay, trying to make it seem as if you're not popular when you really are, and you're not worth it. It's a tactic that people do. Okay, it's real, and I need to find a word for it. I don't think we all know. We don't know this word. Social manipulation. Probably I could create one now. Social manipulation, when people act as if you are invisible. The more popular you become, the more they kind of like uh, discredit you, uh, just ignore, talk to everybody around you besides talking to you. They'll interrupt your conversations with people of high stature. Um, it's just very. It's a social manipulation based on jealousy, guys. Okay, it's just that's all it is. And you know what's so funny? They shouldn't even be jealous because we know what's so funny. These people is actually more popular than you. That's the funny part about it. But then again, let's pump up the brakes because there's different sections. Okay, let's say for instance, you got one person that's popular. We got okay, let's say celebrity base, right? Celebrities are known all over the world. Okay, then you got the underground celebrities, underground rappers, underground people that is only known by a one select group of people, one select community. And then you got just a person that's known. You heard of that? Oh, I'm known, or they're known, or their family is known. Okay, and that's just people based in one city, one neighborhood. And then you got a person, oh, who is liked. Oh, they're liked in their space of work or whatever. So you got some people don't know anybody, but in their space of work, they're super liked and popular and recognized. Okay? So there's different types of popularity. There's different loops and communities of popularity. There's different variety and inclusiveness when it comes down to popularity. And there's expansion within it. So you can hop from one type of popularity into a whole nother pool of popularity. Okay? So now you got to figure out, as you being a big stepper and you're rebranding yourself, what pool of popularity are you currently in and what pool do you want to be in? New levels equals new devils, guys. No matter what pool you go into, there's going to be new devils for it. So you always got to prepare yourself for the devils ahead. And then you also got to prepare for the ones in front of you. The ones in front of you is always going to always going to jump in your way to stop you from getting over to the other side. That's how you know you're about to merge over. Because let me tell you another thing, right? And it came to me. And this is why we're doing this episode, because it's so important. Nobody want to talk about this on YouTube as much. There's a few women and a few men that does, okay? I'm just doing it with tarot cards. However, there's some people that think they're popular and they're really not. You understand what I'm coming from? There's some folks that believe they are popular and they're really not. And let me kind of like get this, let's make this really clear. You can have three people that's really important that got high status. Or you can have like just a group of people that got high status and all these high elite folks like you. And they make it a mission to always see you and say hi to you. But you never went to their house. You don't know their families. They only say hi, hug, and that's it. That does not make you popular, guys. I'm being honest with you. That doesn't make you popular. Now, that just makes you likable for that particular group of people. That's it. Now, let's do another scenario. Another scenario is you could be a loner, a popular loner. Have you ever heard of that before? Okay, it's a term that's growing these days, and it's kind of like identifying the true chosen ones. A real true chosen one is a popular loner, which means a popular loner can step outside and people can recognize them from the back to the side all the way to the front. A popular loner has a brand so familiar that people can recognize their voice. If they could not see them and they were in the room blindfolded and that popular loner speak, they would know exactly who that person is. Oh, that's Empress Miss Mo talking. Oh, that's Whoop de Whoop talking. That's Big Stepper talking. They will recognize your voice from a mile away. They will see you walking in and they know it's you based on the way you wear your clothing because you don't wear anything that anyone else wears. They will know you. You understand what I'm saying? But not know you. You can go to a grocery store and run into 5 people that you know, and they will just look, oh, I seen you. Da, da. That's popularity. When you can just run into folks, random folks of all kinds of people, not just one set of people. I'm talking about a extensive, multicultural type of people. Does that make sense? Because you see these days, and this is where you get, I don't want you confused, big steppers, because you're afraid to come out and tell these people where to go because they come off like they're popular. Because they're so familiar with that group that you around. But that doesn't mean that they're more popular than you because just because they could go up and talk to anybody in that group doesn't mean they could do that in the outside world. Does that make sense? Don't let these people confuse you about your spot. See, you are the real popular person, right? You are the person that even their elite folks, the people that they just say hi to, those same people probably admire you and worship you. I'm being honest with you. Watch you all the time. So you got to really identify the fact that you can't take nothing personal, and you have to understand that when people try to uh, social manipulate you, socially try to devalue you, it's because they know something. It's something they know that you don't know. And 9 out of 10, if they're doing that, it means they're jealous of whatever it is you know, of whatever it is they know. And whatever it is they know is definitely for your best interest. It's definitely something that's making you popular. You understand what I'm saying here? There's a discovery that's being hidden from you. All right? Let's go ahead and clear the board. I don't know why that came out. And like I said, guys, I don't pre-arrange my cards or anything, guys. This is shuffled randomly right here in front of you. You know, the message comes out, I just follow the message, okay? And I follow my heart on this. All my chakras is clear. This is what I'm getting. This is the messages. All right. Spirit, what else we need to give to the big steppers? What information it is that they may need to know? Okay. Is there anything about it? And I think this is so important, guys, especially for where you're going in your life. It's so important to know how to deal with people who's trying to socially devalue you. It's so important because right now your brand is based on really being popular. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. You cannot afford anybody trying to like dismiss you in front of people. But you know what's so funny? I just heard this. Those people will dismiss you in front of the same people that admire you, and it puts them in a different category for those people. Does that make sense? Oh, okay, well, they must not like Big Stepper, so we're not going to discuss anything with this person. So it kind of pushes them further out of the group when they think that they're pushing themselves in. Does it make sense? Oh, they don't like Big Stepper? Oh, because the way they just treated Big Stepper, they're demonstrating that they don't like Big Stepper. Oh, okay. So now we're not going to really get too close to this person either because we all like Big Stepper. But they don't see that. They're trying to stop people. The more you try to stop people from liking another person, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. It's a slippery slope down to hell. It's a slippery slope of down to the hell of unhealthy mental health and emotional health. I'm being honest with you. It's a karma you don't want. Okay? So you can't stop nobody from liking people. You just don't do that. It's not your place to, who are you? The likable police? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it real here. It's just, where they do that at? You know? All right. So let's see. What else we got here, y'all? Ooh. Secrets revealed. Yep. You see their secrets. Yep. Queen of Sheba came out. Secrets is revealed to you. Hell, secrets is revealed to them. They like, oh shit, I thought that this person was hated, and the whole time these motherfuckers love her. She's absolutely loved. They're absolutely loved. He's absolutely loved. I thought that they hated her guts. In reality, they freaking like love her. They're just not trying to really bother her because they don't want her to run away. They don't want to bother him because they don't want him to. They want to. It's like the True Man Show, guys. Okay, that's what I just heard. Remember the True Man Show? Everybody watches this person. Everybody is madly just, oh my God, what's going to happen with True Man or him? And oh my goodness, everybody loves this person. Been watching them forever. So they try their best to keep him as natural as possible. As long as he doesn't know that he's being watched, then they can really benefit with all the natural footage they get from him, all the natural feelings, the natural lifestyle. Everything is more natural. They want to see the real rawness of this person. You get where I'm coming from? Even when he found out the way he reacted, that was like, oh my God. It was such a rush for these people to watch him react to finding out. You know what I mean? And so that's how you got to kind of look at this. This is how I'm looking at it. It's like a celebrity finally coming to a little town and finding peace of mind amongst the town folk. The town folk is not going to be asking for autographs and doing all this extra shit. No, they're going to try to make him feel as normal as possible. So then they can keep coming around. Does that make sense? So that they can, so the celebrity can feel comfortable to keep coming around and maybe he can, or they can give a piece of their life to that person and tell the stories of being a celebrity, or they can reap the benefits of the energy of this being a celebrity. Okay, it's a feeling, guys, when a celebrity's in the building. There's a vibe. There's an energy, guys. Okay, all right, and people who wants that shine, they think they got to snatch it from you. That's not it. The easiest way to get to a popular person, just get close to them. Be nice. Be nice. But some people, they can't help it, guys. And that's what you're going through. But that's what you do. Guess what you do? You put them on the spot. This is the point of the message. Hey, I don't like when you did that to me, man. Hey, I don't like how we known each other for years. You see me, grow, or you seen this, that. I helped you with this. It'll be nice when you see me say hello to me. And I would do the same for you. Be open about what it is that you feel that is indecent. Indecency. Call that shit out. And you will see an improvement in the people. You will see an improvement in everything. Everything will just flourish and grow. I mean, you'll be doing them a favor by maybe that would help the people grow too into their greatness. Once you give them that piece of info that they've been missing. That's what they're missing. Okay? Gang Gang Sarah, resistance. Gang Gang Sarah, she's all about growing, man. If it ain't about growth, she don't want nothing to do with it. Gang Gang Sarah want everybody around her to grow. Okay? If you got the energy of Gang Gang Sarah, she want all her peoples to come up. Okay? As long as you're around her, you're going to grow. As long as you're around her, she's going to pray and make sure. Because her energy, it is something about Gang Sarah. Her energy, everything she touched, anybody she around, they just change into a better person, or they just financially grow, abundance grows, just constant blessings all around her, all the time. All the time. It never fails, right? Spirit also wants you to have fearless love. Like I said, what I said earlier, I said maybe it's about time for you to start dating again. It may be time for you to kind of step out and see what you can get. I know that sounds kind of weird, but if you're not married, I mean, it's only right, let's be real, to kind of explore a little bit, just a little bit, not in a way to be desperate. You're not desperate, you're not thirsty, you're not trying to have sex. You're just trying to get out and be seen and kind of see what flies you catching. You know what I'm saying? Who's buzzing around me? You know what I'm saying? That's how you kind of know what level you're on. It will show you. All you gotta do is show up, and you would just see all the flareness. You can see the feathers flowing up. You can ruffle some feathers. But whose feathers? What type of feathers am I ruffling up? What type of flies? What type of bubble bees is all around me? What flowers is growing around me? You know, that's going to identify where you are spiritually and where you are abundantly as a divine feminine and as a divine masculine. Alrighty. Soul forgiveness. Forgive yourself. Do not feel bad for telling these people, putting these people in their place. They need you to tell them this truth. Ain't nobody else telling them. It's like this is the purpose. Your divine purpose for this month is to start putting all your folks into their place. And these is just people, once again, call out the indecency. That should be the name of this video. Call out the indecency. Call that shit out. Yeah. Don't let them keep playing. Because once they figure out, oh, they have shit. How the hell they know that's the game I play? Then they won't play it again. At least not on you. Because you can't afford to. You gotta just be knocking them, get that bow and arrow and hit the target and make sure they don't try that shit again. Okay? That's the objective. Okay? Speak up. See, the card said it. Speak up. Speak up. Say what you gotta say. You ain't losing nothing. You're not gaining nothing by being quiet. And you're not losing shit either. But if you don't speak up, they're gonna keep doing the same shit. And I think what I'm trying to say, but you see how I keep repeating the same things in different ways? That's the same energy. These people will come to you. They will make sure, they will follow your life and find out every event you go to. And this is what I just heard in my head. I cannot make this shit up. If you're a rapper or an underground artist and you're trying to do your shows, you got books, scheduled shows and stuff like that, you're going to have people literally watching you, following your shows, showing up and doing things to try to sabotage your shows. And they're going to try it over and over again, but they're going to keep doing it as long as you keep acting like it's invisible. This is not the time to do that. And I know we were taught, oh, don't pay no mind, they'll stop. No, they won't. Until you say, look, I see that you're doing this. And the next time you do it, you ain't got to threaten nobody, but just call them out. And understand that I know exactly what you're doing. You did this, you did that, blah, blah, blah. And it makes me feel very uncomfortable and I don't like it. And I'm done with seeing you. I don't want to see you at my shows anymore. And if you do show up, treat me with some respect or don't come at all. And you may think, oh, that's not going to work. Oh, whatever. But you know, it would. Because in this season, that would actually be the proper thing to do. Okay? That would be the proper thing to do, guys. And at the last card is joy. Once you speak up and you clarify and you call these people out on their indecent behaviors and stunts to socially manipulate and devalue you intentionally, insult you, okay? Then that's when the joy comes in. You will actually feel more confident in yourself. There will be a feeling of like, wow, I did this. I finally said what I was afraid to say. Because 9 and 10 big steppers, when we don't say anything, it's only because we don't want to start no friction. We don't want to come off like we're aggressive. But in this season, you don't have to yell at nobody to get your point across. You could just go right up to them, just as sarcastic as they are, and call them out in their indecency and walk away. Set the boundary before you walk away, though. Hey, I see you're doing this. Moving forward, when blah, 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 you make sure da 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 da. Or, all right? And don't do no, just set your boundary and they'll act like they agree or they act like they don't hear you. It doesn't matter. You said it. You spoke up. And that's when your joy comes in. And to be honest with you, it may even relieve them from that spirit that's in them from wanting to do that to you. Does that make sense? It's just like when you call out an evil spirit, it says, okay, yep, I saying it. Sometimes you call it an evil spirit. It's forced to call themselves out and cast themselves out of that body. It's forced to. When you put a name to it, when you ask it who it is, and you identify, yes, I see that you're here. Who are you? They're forced to identify who they are. And then over time, that spirit will leave that person's body and they will become a new person. And that new person in this scenario would be someone who won't be in your way anymore. Does that make sense? All right. Awesome. Guys, it's been a lovely show. I want to go ahead and tap into our ancestors. Ancestors, is there anything you want to ask the collective or universe? No, let's call it universe. Let's call it universe. Universe, is there a question that you want to ask the big steppers? Is there a question you want to ask the big steppers? Is there a question that you want the big steppers to ask you? Universe says they want to ask you a question. So the universe wants to ask you a question, big steppers. What is that question? What is that question? Oof. Y'all. There we go. Are y'all ready for this? Spirit says, are you ready to let go of this buried shame? Are you ready to let go of your buried shame? Wow. Are you ready to let go of the shame? That could be for the half steppers too. Half steppers. When you finally get called out by the big steppers, please don't get offended. No, please don't. Just bury the shame. It's time to let go of the shame of being the half stepper that you are and move up into being a big stepper. Okay? Universe wants you to bury the shame that's in you. You don't have to devalue another person to make yourself feel good in their presence. Okay? Take the feedback and keep it pushing when big steppers let you know how they feel about your indecency. Okay? Big steppers, even if you're, falling short and doing this to other big steppers around you. There's something that you're ashamed of and it's time to bury it, but are you ready to bury it? Okay, and let's go ahead and read the back of this card here. It's going to tell us exactly what to do. I'm going to give you the instructions on how to bury this, okay? Or how to handle this. The feeling of shame is the lowest energy frequency there is. When you live in shame, you live in darkness. What part of you is ready to stand in the light? Is there any shame from a past experience that is ready to be healed? Today, heal the shame by giving it a name. Did we not say that? Come on, guys, work with me here. Heal the shame by giving it a name. Bring it to the light and let it be seen, heard, and healed. It's revealed, it's revival season. Ooh, come on, guys. It's revival season. Replace the shame with your soul's truth. Think about it, guys. Replace the shame with your soul's truth. Tell the truth and set your soul free. All right, guys, thank you so much. God bless you. Tune in next week. We have episode 4, and we will keep this thing rolling. Meanwhile, keep manifesting. Bye bye.